I call it the farming capital of New Zealand. It's the only major town I know where the sheep yards, the stock sale yards, are right smack in the middle of town. And they've got a wonderful clock tower as well. I love a town with a clock tower. Fielding, of course, and that's where we find Callum Stewart, National Genetics Manager for PGG Wrightson. Callum, ram selling season, lots of interest with the good returns currently for sheep meat?
Yeah, lots of interest, Jamie. It's always a challenging one. We start in about November in the North Island and we're just wrapping up in the South Island about now. A lot of interest, but we've got our challenges ahead of us as well.
People are breeding rams for various traits. What's fashionable at the moment? And I'll throw one at you just to start with: the Wiltshire or the self-shedding sheep. People are heading down that track, but it's a dangerous track to head down if strong wool was to come right. And I'm not necessarily holding my breath on that one, but what's happening in that space? Yeah,
look, we've seen 3 years where the Wiltshires are really come to the forefront of the market and been quite strong. We've actually seen mixed results across the country at the moment. It is a difficult one, like you say. If the strong wool comes right, and it could well do when wool finds its place in the world again, and that price goes up. The challenge, I suppose, is once you go down that track, you can't turn back. And they've got their reasons. You've got inflation, you've got costs all coming at you. And these guys are just trying to get smarter. The clients are trying to get smarter how they can save money, Jamie. Heading down that track.
Yeah, a real big issue for especially North Island sheep farmers is facial eczema. You've had a whole lot of good rain, which is wonderful, but that's going to kick off the facial eczema season.
Yeah, and look, facial eczema rams up here in the North Island have sold really, really well. There's a great influence here. As you say, it's heating up. You know, we see average prices of those facial eczema rams $2,500 per ram. So people prepared to invest. And look, there's an animal welfare issue. There's all that type of stuff. They're all looking at it. They're all investing in it. And I don't know where those numbers are at the moment, but yeah, we are a little bit concerned. There could be a bit of facial eczema on the horizon at the moment.
Callum, the sheep industry in this country was built off the back of the Romney. There's your stock standard sheep. Is that still the case these days?
Well, we say in this business, Jamie, what is a Romney today? So there's that much performance and that many different working parts that go into a Romney now. There's a few crosses in there, but they are still very strong. They're good traditional sheep with a bit of performance behind them. They're now more moderate in size. They used to be quite big, and the performance is there. So the Romney boys have lifted the game. And in the tough times where we've got drought or whatever, those sheep still keep coming to the forefront of the game.
I guess the changes in the sheep industry in the last 20 or 30 years has been the introduction of the exotics. And I think, for instance, that the influence that, say, the Texel has had on the meat industry.
Yeah, well, look, Texel is a very good ram in itself. It's even better when you cross it. And we see a lot of Suftex cross. We see a lot of Beltex cross. We see a lot of Texel influence across a lot of breeds at the moment. So it's got its place and it's got its benefits. And that's good for the farmer, because if he can get that early maturing good muscled lamb that produces eating quality, well, good on him. And he gets the results and he gets paid, Jamie.
Does anyone breed South Downs anymore?
Yeah, we do. It's a gene pool that has got a little bit tighter. We've got some very good South Down breeders around the country. They do a top job. And look, we've still got plenty of inquiry with clients that like those South Downs, good heavy lambs, and they get the results. So it's we've still got those people, mate, and we need them. You know.
Hey, let's just finish. We talked about you being in the farming capital of the country, Fielding and Manawatu there. You've had lots of rain, which is wonderful. Is this going to set you up for the season with a bit more follow-up rain?
Yeah, definitely. We had a little bit more rain again last night. We were on a bit of a knife edge there, but we're certainly going to go into the autumn looking okay, I think, mate, and we need it, and those farmers need it, and it just causes a bit of certainty, which is fantastic for them, you know. So Manawatu's the place to be.
Farming capital of the country. Callum Stewart, National Genetics Manager for PGG Wrightson. I've enjoyed our chat. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, Jamie.